Hey guys, another week, another game dev vlog, and this week I have been working more on Everybody Edits Universe, primarily on adding chat bubbles to the game, and they behave just like you'd expect from Everybody Edits. So you've got a maximum of 3 that can be above your head, they max out at a certain number of characters if they're too long in messages, they fade out after a certain amount of time, and yeah, they look like speech bubbles. Of course, there are many different things that go into implementing that, and that's why it took like a couple days to do around other stuff. But that's done now. I also worked on some optimizations to do with usernames underneath players, adding shadows to those and all that. So yeah, it's coming along, it's looking better, and the game's definitely feeling more and more like it's supposed to. Alex, also known as Kantaya, is working on more blocks and such, and Koya is working on more smileys, so here soon we'll have a lot more stuff to play with in the game. I'm going to be adding things like package names and other user interface stuff on the lobby, getting that up to the point where it needs to be. Currently it's just been something temporary to allow us to access worlds and create them, but I need to format it more like it's supposed to be. So there's a lot of different things I'm going to be working on, and obviously we're in June already. It's June 2nd, and once we get past June, we're not exactly going to be in early 2019 anymore, so I think it's about time that we get Everybody Edits Universe out this month. Unless something weird comes up, but we really ought to try as hard as we can to get the game out this month, where you guys can start playing it in the closed beta. It's going to start with just a few people invited at a time, though we can make sure the server's stable and not run into any massive issues with a ton of people flooding it. But yeah, we'll be introducing people in waves, and everyone will be notified through whatever means we need to, even if it has to be something in-game. Especially since there's some people on Congregate where we won't probably be able to email them. We'll see. We'll just make sure everyone knows when the time comes. But anyway, outside of Everybody Edits Universe this week, I've also been doing some thinking about See No More, that Ludum Dare Game Jam entry that I made just recently, and I mentioned that I was going to be remaking that game as a more polished experience. Well, I've been thinking about it a lot more, and there are definitely some things that are going to be changing about the game. The story in See No More is pretty much just to fit the theme of Ludum Dare. The core idea was just around the gameplay. And of course, generally the goal with all of this is to make a game that I can actually get paid enough from. Like, I want to make something that's good, fun, it's creative, and unique, but I also need to balance that with actually making some money from it. So, being able to get the game onto cool math games, which means it needs to be easy for kids to understand and child-friendly in the subject matter of the game. And of course, it needs to be based around puzzles, which it does have going for it. So, also on Congregate, I need to make sure that it's the kind of game that I think would do well in the contest there. And on Armor Games, I'm pretty sure it'll do well no matter what, considering it's very much like the kind of games that do well over there. So yeah, it's just a matter of balancing things to try to make sure this game can do well. But of course, I'm still going to be playing with it, doing some really interesting, unique things. I have some ideas right now that I think are very different than what you might be expecting. But anyway, I guess that is going to have to be it for today. So as always, if you want to thank my contributors over on Patreon, it really is a massive help. If you want to check it out for yourself, the link is down in the description below. And of course, I'm going to thank the Everybody Edits patrons as well. So yeah, I'll see you around. Goodbye.